Hello everyone and welcome to the channel of the Meditating Monk. I am not a monk, I am a full-time working physician, but with the grace of God, I was able to carve out some time for a daily encounter with Him, to get to know Him and love Him more. And if I could do this with my busy schedule, I know that you can do it too. And I hope that this channel can give you some tips to do that. The question we are answering today is, how do I recognize God's voice? So in the spiritual realm, what we speak about is the discernment of spirits. And one of the saints that was most helpful in this process was Saint Ignatius of Loyola. So to give you a little bit of background, he came from a noble family and he was a very ambitious young man. Ended up suffering from an accident that left him stranded with a broken leg and really basically secluded for some time without access to any books but spiritual books. So what he ended up doing is he just started to imagine his future and look at the inner movements of what's happening within him. Some of the thoughts he was having were making him happy, others were making him sad. And as he started focusing on those inner movements, he started to perceive and describe two different spirits that were trying to move him in one or another direction. One of them being the Spirit of God, the other one being the spirit of the enemy. And with that in mind, the idea is when you're closed off from God's grace, the good spirit, the Spirit of God, is going to give you feelings of remorse or discontent, whereas the evil spirit will probably try to make you complacent. Vice versa, when you are in grace, the good spirit is going to strengthen you and console you and encourage you and help remove the obstacles that are in front of you, whereas the evil spirit is going to derail you and just creating feelings of sadness or anxiety. So those were kind of the two spirits that St. Ignatius tried to discern and understand. And again, going back to scriptures will tell us that the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, right? So whatever is happening within you, if this is coming from the Spirit of God, those should be the fruits that you need to see. On the opposite side, St. Ignatius will say that the spirit of the enemy, its characteristics is to harass, to afflict, to bring anxiety, to raise obstacles, and so forth. So whenever you're hearing this voice moving you, or you're having those feelings moving you in one direction or the other, the big question you want to ask is this giving me peace? Is this in line with what I know of God? And is this in line with scriptures? I'm going to give you an example. One time I was sitting in prayer and just His presence was really strong, completely overwhelmed me. And I just felt myself praying, God, show me your face. I really want to see your face. And right away an image pops in my mind, and it's just the face of Jesus Christ. And thinking on that and discerning a little bit on that, I can say, well, Jesus said, whoever sees me has seen the face of the Father. So this is in line with scriptures, this is in line with what I know of God, and then I can say that this is coming from Him as opposed to from the enemy. So that's a simple example. And that's ultimately the litmus test, right? Is this in line with what we know of God? Is this in line with scriptures? That's it for today. Before I go, I'm going to be dropping 3 links in the description. The first one is a quick introduction on the discernment of spirits. It's a 2-minute video, just gives you a sense of what that is. The second one is a link to a book called The Discernment of Spirits. It's a simplified version that helps you go through the writings of St. Ignatius, which are pretty rough if you're reading them directly. And then the third video is actually the series, The Discernment, like it's the book, just an audio format that is available for free. That's it for today, and until next time, God bless you.